mom had Section 8 growing up, so she took advantage. I would love to interview Kanye West.
Hi, man, you helped put on for a lot of big names in Chicago. Lil Durk, Chief Keef, King Louis.
To be honest, I didn't know who the heck none of these guys were. First person to ever play these guys. I'm interviewing 50, and the guy gives like a wrap it up sign, and it blew 50. He's like, hold on, did you just tell me to wrap it up? You telling me to wrap it up?
Yeah.
No, I was just trying to be like, yo, hold on. Hey, who? Man, get him up out of here, man. Who is this dude? Why are you here? I thought they were gonna do something different to him, because all these big dudes came out of nowhere, grabbed him.
Yeah.
I'm like, where all these guys come from?
Welcome to the Chicago View, brought to you by Revoc Production and executive producer British Couture. I'm your host, Parnell, also known as Rockstar P. And today we will be discussing the latest entertainment news as well as an exclusive interview with Seandale from Power 92. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this. Now today, we'll be discussing the latest entertainment news, and as y'all guessed it, my man's Kanye West. So he had an interview with DJ Academics, and if you haven't seen it, you should definitely go see it. Kanye, let's just address the elephant in the room. He came through with a Black KKK outfit. He was just discussing a lot of stuff, man. I feel like he was discussing his anger with the industry. You know, he was name dropping, you know, he was saying names like Playboy Cardi, Beyonce, Jay-Z, and man, he seemed pretty angry, not gonna lie. And he also discussed how him and his wife may not be together anymore, you know, and I feel like it's a tough time for Mr. West, man, not gonna lie. But you know, I can't put no hate on nobody's name, man, just because you never know what anybody is going through within, you know, and I feel like we can all tell that he's going through a tough time in life. So with that being said, man, I'm going to just say, I wish you the best of luck, man, for real. Wish you the best of luck, you know. We can't, although Kanye, he say what he say, a lot of people may not like it, and some people may like it, but we can't take away from what he did with the culture and how he molded and shaped it. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I wish you nothing but success and love, man. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Now, that's a wrap with the latest entertainment news. Now, man, look, I told y'all we got an exclusive interview with Seandale on Power 92. Man, this guy's dope, man, for real. So yes, you don't want to miss this. Stay tuned, and this is the Chicago View. Welcome back to the Chicago View. Now, I'm about to introduce to y'all, man, an overall creator, entrepreneur, and the program director and the owner of RawTV on Power 92, Mr. Seandale.
Man, well, man, I appreciate the intro, brother. How you doing?
Man, hey, I'm great. What about you, man?
Man, blessed, no complaints here, excited. God is good. Another 24 hours, man.
Absolutely.
I'm just happy to be in the building.
So man, I know you're from Chicago, but what part of Chicago are you from?
Man, I'm actually from all over.
Yeah.
My mom had Section 8 growing up, so she took advantage. So we from the west side. We lived in Pagreena Green. Shout out to the Greens. We lived in K-Town. We lived in the west side. I went to high school out west. Then transitioned. My mom moved to the south side. So we lived on 77 in Greenwood from, man, 92nd and Low to, we've been all over.
Yeah.
All over the city.
That's what it sounds like, man.
Yeah, we've been all over.
So could you tell me a little bit about your upbringing, man? Like
Absolutely. You know, I just say I'm from Chicago in general, but yes, west side to be exact, but just, man, 6 siblings growing up, you know, it wasn't easy, but we made the best of what we could do with what we had growing up. And me personally, I just always was like, I'm going to, you know, I used to watch other people examples in life. I'm like, man, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like nobody do what they do. I don't drink or smoke, for example, because I watched what it do to people growing up. I was like, I'm never drinking or smoking.
Wow. Sober vessel, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, ever. I just watch what it do to other people, whether it's ruining their teeth or something.
Yeah.
You know, so I just looking at people like they're crazy.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing that to yourself? But I just always believed in setting goals, executing. Always been a leader, never been a follower. I'm just determined to become something.
Yeah.
In life.
Yeah.
So
is that what kind of like made you make that decision of like, yo, I'm not doing that just because you always set goals in life and you're like, yo, you just focus, you know?
I just like, if I'm good for 4 years in high school, I could be good 4 years in college. I just think like, you know, watching other people examples of how they propelled in life. Play sports. I didn't make it because I broke my leg, but so that crushed my sports dreams. I was playing football.
Okay.
I was playing basketball, wrestling team. I was doing it all.
You was in the mix.
Yeah, I was trying to do whatever I thought was gonna be successure. Whether I was trying to become Hulk Hogan or Michael Jordan, that was just I was gonna become something.
Hey, there we go, man.
Yeah, I just was mesmerized by certain stuff and just chased it.
I feel that.
Yep.
I feel that. Hey, man, so I did a little bit of research about you, man, and I heard you had a natural talent in rapping, man, and it got you a record deal. Like, how did that come about?
First record deal, we were like 13, 14.
Really?
Yeah, and the group was called Adolescents. Shout out to my brother Dub and my guy Tony, man.
Okay. Are they still with us today?
Yeah.
Okay,
They still around. But the guy that we was signed with tragically passed away in a car accident. So that's why none ever prepared with that deal.
Okay.
But yeah, he just loved how I just before I was rapping, I knew how to sing.
Really?
Yeah, so like I knew how to sing. Like I knew how to mimic like vocally. I knew how to impersonate like Michael Jackson, Prince, James Brown, Jodeci. Whitney Houston.
Man, you got an R&B vibe to you, bro. Not gonna lie.
And then when like Bone Thugs and Harmony came out, I started learning their music. I don't know what made me. I started learning Bone Thugs Harmony music, Crucial Conflict music, Twista music, like just different raps. And then and then I tried to go sing. I was like, damn, I lost my voice, or it changed.
Yeah.
So I had to keep doing the rapping stuff. And then second record deal, it wasn't even like that situation. It was like 17 maybe. And shout out to Navi, D-Lo, Butcher, Lupe Fiasco, Alize KT. We was a group called The Pack, signed to Epic/Sony. Traveling the world doing shows. We were performing like Jay-Z, Capone Noriega, Outkast, 3LW, Tank. It was a lot. And then like I was like the road manager of that situation. / member, but it was like the way it happened. It was just phenomenal. Some of the best times of my life traveling the world with those guys.
It sounds like for real.
Yeah, because with hip hop, it can, if you do it right, it could change your life.
No, without a doubt.
Hip hop is all about having the right record, the right timing, right relationships. Of course, understanding the business of it, on investing in yourself, empowering yourself, going hard, and just etiquette of knowing how to carry yourself, not being weird or bitter or delusional, feeling like anybody owes you anything.
Yeah.
You'll go far.
Without a doubt, man. I appreciate that, bro. So, look, I know this your thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you interviewing people, you ask people what's they top 5 MC. But I got to ask you, man, dead or alive, who your top 5?
My top 5 MCs?
Your top 5.
I'm going to go with Eminem.
Okay.
Like, I just feel like lyrically nobody's, I don't know, like, if they exist, like, dude's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Twista, of course, number 2.
Shout out, Twista.
I'm going to go with Jim Stones. It's a guy named Jim Stones he used to go by Gemini. And he goes by Jim Stones now, but as he's a gospel artist. He's like, he raps, sings, he's a beast. I'm going to go with Wow Style of Crucial Conflict. Lyrically, he's a problem too. And then I love what Kendrick Lamar's doing.
There we go.
Extremely refreshing. But like I listen, like if you hear like Kendrick on different things, you be like, well, just hearing how he bodied the record with him, Big Sean and Khaled.
Was that
the joint he did
was that the are you talking about the Control verse?
not
Was
the
that
Control verse. He
that
killed
one?
that too, but
Yeah, he did.
he Holy Key. It's called Holy Key with Khaled,
okay.
right?
Okay.
If you just like how he so Kendrick is refreshing.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I'm not gonna front. I love Shauna too lyrically. Like Shauna's a beast.
There we go.
She's a beast too. So yeah, I love Biggie. I love Nas. I love Common. So yeah, I'm real universal musically type person. I love all kind of music.
Yeah.
I work out to the theme music of the Rocky IV soundtrack, for example. You know what I mean? Like when I say I'm like all over the place with music. I listen to the Beatles. I listen to a lot of Motown music too.
Okay, what a soul at, man.
So I'm just such a universal. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
I listen to some Paul McCartney and Chief Keef, like right back to back.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the thing with music, man. You know what I'm saying? If it feel good, it sound good, then you can find an appropriate song for any situation. You working out, turned up. You know what I'm saying? You partying, turned up. Yeah, man. That's what's up. So where did your love for music come from?
I would say probably Eazy-E.
Really?
Because growing up, you know, hip hop, I was introduced to hip hop by like NWA.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first music. I was like, whoa, what is this? And it was just so explosive to me. Eazy-E, that's the first rapper I was like, just blown away by. It was Eazy. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm not surprised, man. That's a great introduction to music.
Yeah.
For real, because they whole movement.
Shout out his son too, Lil Easy Jr. I met him not too long ago. He was a cool guy.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Eazy-E. That was the first music. Him and Ice Cube was the first thing I was introduced to with hip hop, and it just blew my mind. That I can remember.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So I know you into the radio as well. So how did you make that transition from music to radio? Like, how did you make that choice?
One of the guys, shout out to Naki the B man. He was our DJ on tour, and he was a well-known radio personality in Chicago at the time. With him, it was Trey and Aki, the Chocolate Jocks, and that's what like watching those guys made me want to do radio. And I was traveling the world, and I'm just hearing different states support their hometown, like LA, New York. I was like, I should do radio and just play Chicago music. This is what I was saying to myself. It was like just an idea and just came to life. And here we are 20 years later, I'm still doing it.
There we go. That's amazing, bro.
But yeah, shout out Manny Mo, who.
That's amazing.
But I got in radio because I won a contest on WGCI called Radio Idol. It's like American Idol, just the radio version. So I was shocked I won it. But I was friends with everybody in radio. Before I even won it, I was cool with like Trey the Chocolate Jock, Naki, the Hot Boys, Sam Silk, Crazy Hal McGee, Mike Love and the Diz, Tifa. Shout out Tifa because Tifa let me intern for her, like on GCI. And my guy Leroy Johnson. Leroy Johnson is one of the reasons I'm in radio because Leroy Johnson was the guy that told me, man, you should enter this contest and try to get in radio.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah. And I did it, and he's like, man, you probably will. And I won, and I was bugging.
Yeah.
And the prize was to get to go on GCI with like your favorite on-air personality. So of course I picked Mike Love and went on there, killed it. Then got a call from Power 92. My guy was like, Trey the Chocolate Job. Like, yeah, I'm getting the morning show. Nobody knows. You hired. I'm like, what? He's like, you're a natural. Yeah, it was just a blessing to start off your radio career in morning radio because people build up to that.
Yeah.
So the intro with that is just priceless. Yeah, it's pretty.
Man, I feel like anytime anybody say you a natural, it's like that was part of your destiny, man, for real.
Yeah, it was crazy. You asked me this 20 years ago, I'd never been like, I'm doing radio.
You're right.
Ever. I'd never.
So you kind of surprised that you got into that.
Yeah, I feel that. Super surprised.
Hey, and I ain't gonna lie, man, you helped put on for a lot of big names in Chicago, bro, like Lil Durk, Chief Keef, King Louis, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, first person to ever play these guys. To be honest, I didn't know who the heck none of these guys were. Because my mind is so set on old school music.
Right.
And like the newer generation, I don't really like, my mind is just different the way I'm always thinking of. I'll give you an example. Like my mind is set, I'm thinking of how could I book Eminem at Lucas Stadium? Like where the Colts play, right? That's just how my brain works. I be thinking of just gigantic things.
Yeah.
And so different people that's cool with me, like when I got folks to connect, was like, man, this kid named Chief Keef, man. I'm telling you, just need an opportunity to be on the radio. Like, all right, just send him music in. So we played it, interviewed him. This guy Lil Durk, man. Like, whatever, just bring him in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's his name? Famous Dex. Katie got bands. Dreezy, Tink.
Dang, all the Chicago people, man.
Sicko Mob. The group Doodle with the Watch My Feet record. We'll be talking at Daybreak. How many artists have broke? King Louis. But I always knew Louis since he was a kid. My mom and his uncle, God rest my mom's soul, she dated his uncle. So King Louis is like a little brother to me, to be honest with you. Like I watched him grow up as a kid to now, and I'm just beyond proud of his growth, his success and consistency. And I love what he brings to the industry. I feel like it's refreshing. You know what I mean? King Louis is like, and I think with King Louis, I think he found himself because he didn't used to sound like that, you know, younger. But to hear him now, I'm like, wow, he found a flow that's just like nobody. Yeah, he's like, this is his flow. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's what's special. I think about King Louis. Yeah, I think he found his niche and it worked. But yeah, a lot of artists, man. You name them, they've been on the platform.
Hey, I can see, man. I can see, man. Just growing up, I listened to, like, I grew up in Chicago as well, and all those artists you just named, it's just like that's the culture right there in Chicago music, man. So dang.
Yeah. I even broke Kendrick Lamar record.
Really?
The
you
Recipe.
Remember which one?
Yeah, Recipe, his first record.
Are you serious?
Never touched mainstream radio. Yeah, like a lot of these artists, they've never touched mainstream radio, and that's the thing of Raw Radio. Like me, my partners, Shorty Capone, the Lions Corp, Jay Hector, Andy. We was like, yo, we're gonna do something different, and that was the purpose of Raw Radio. It was just doing something that's never been done. Yeah. Like honestly, what we do is probably like, cause I be in different states. And I'm humbly speaking, they don't have a Seandale. So it's a huge advantage here of what we do to be able to be heard on mainstream radio in your hometown of millions of listeners. It's priceless. Hey, because even get a shout out on Power 92 is priceless. Yeah. Because it's heard so many different, you know what I mean? Like the signal is crazy. You could be almost in Milwaukee and hear it. Yeah. I mean, I first got a shout out myself. I was like, it was like an 8-second high. I was like, whoa, she said my name. Yeah. I was like, wow. I just paused. I can tell you exactly what I was like. Wow. And I just relieved. I was like, yo, they just said my name. Yeah. And I couldn't believe it. And it felt great. So I know the importance of a shout out.
Yeah. I was just about to say, man, you get that shout out on the radio, you made it.
I know the importance of it.
Absolutely, man. So the mayor of Chicago Radio, how you get that title, man?
Mac Mecca. That's a guy named Mac Mecca, God rest his soul. He's with the group Killer Clan, Bo Deal's clique. He just started calling me the mayor. Yeah. And you like the mayor. Mayor of Chicago, you like the mayor of the city. Because I would never call myself the mayor of anything. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was just like, I brushed it off. I ain't really, you know what I mean? I was just like, oh, I appreciate it. And then what made it stick was when this guy named Puzzle, I was playing this record by Tech Nine called Speed 'Em, featuring Eminem and Chris Calico. And Tech Nine was like, yo, who's playing a record in Chicago? Somebody's playing my record. He's like, oh, the guy's named Seandale. He's like the mayor of Chicago radio. So Tech Nine sends in a drop and like, yo, it's your boy Tech Nine, baby, rocking with the mayor of Chicago radio, Seandale on Power 92. And then Jay Allen was like, we gotta run with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seandale, you the mayor. I was just like, all right, I'm the mayor. And we just started running with it. And it's pretty dope. I mean, I love it. I'm appreciative. Like, I'm very humble and appreciative of anything because I feel like nobody in life owes you anything.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned in life. You gotta really get up, go get it.
I agree, man. 1,000%, man. So, who was one of your favorite guests that you've interviewed, as far as
on TV or radio?
Radio.
Probably Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Really?
So that was strong. Yeah, I would say Minister Louis Farrakhan. Shout out my boy Renegade, who was like, "Yo, Minister Louis Farrakhan want to come on the show." I was like, "Cool."
Other than him being Farrakhan, like, what really resonated with you?
It was just great energy, great conversation. Dialogue was phenomenal. It was just dope. Just listening to the minister speak is just, you know what I mean? Like, you really don't even want to say nothing. You just want to keep letting him talk. Like, he's that dope.
I feel like.
Separate from the minister interviews, I would say Jim Stone's was a great interview. Lupe Fiasco was a great interview. Twister was a dope interview. Do or Die was a great interview. Crucial Cop, like some of everybody. Shawn gives great energy on the air. So whenever you come across, like my guy Mario Bart, great interview. Beads, it's a lot of them. So yeah.
There we go.
But I would definitely say Kevin Hart. I love when I interviewed Kevin Hart. It was hilarious.
I bet.
Kevin
man.
Hart, man. Hilarious.
I bet. But what about 50? Did you interview 50?
Yeah, 50.
Yeah.
50's dope too. 50's dope. Every time I've dealt with 50, it's just been smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Like
man.
50 Cent was, man. The crazy thing was like celebrities, they give you a certain amount of time. And I remember I'm interviewing 50, and I remember this guy, I don't know what made him do it, because 50 was talking, and a guy steps in and gives like a wrap it up sign, and it blew 50.
Right.
He's like, hold on. Did you just tell me to wrap it up? You telling me to wrap it up? Like, no, I was just trying to, like, yo, hold on. Hey, man, get him up out of here, man. Who is this dude? Why are you here? And dude was just trying to, I guess, do his job, but he was just too aggressive with it.
Right.
Yo, that was crazy. Like, I was scheduled 5 minutes with 50. I had to be like an hour with him.
Wow, that's
and then end up
crazy.
getting Snoop Dogg right after. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
So, wait, do you know if dude still have his job?
I don't know. God bless him. I never. It was like he could have did it differently.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the way he, like, how me and you talking?
Yeah.
Imagine someone steps in and just tells you, like, does this in front of your face while you're talking. It'll be like confusing, and that's kind of what happened. 50 was answering the question, and dude did it, and yo, it was just. I thought they were gonna do something different to him because all these big dudes came out of nowhere, grabbed him.
Yeah.
I'm like, where all these guys come from?
Yeah.
It was like, it was just crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, I bet he'll never do that again, man.
Nah.
But
Irv Gotti was a good interview too.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Irv Gotti.
Rest in peace.
That was damn, yo, it was a great interview.
Yeah. Okay. So if you had a dream guest, who would it be?
A dream guest to be on the radio?
Yeah, to be on the radio. Somebody you interview.
Man, I would probably say a dream guest to be on my show. I would love to interview Kanye West. Like, I've never met Kanye West. But I mean, you know, we know a lot of the same people. I know his management and everything. It ain't hard to probably meet him, but just never.
Yeah. You know, and I'm gonna throw in the monkey wrench, dead or alive.
Oh, if it's dead or alive, I would definitely say Biggie. And probably like Michael Jackson. I've met Michael Jackson, but not like. It was kind of like an accident how I met him. and I was like, yo, and I met like his family, but that wasn't the same reaction. So I met like Janet. I met his brothers. Like when I lived in LA, I saw them like Ziggy. I was cool with Ziggy, which is Jermaine's son. Like we were talking regular.
Nice.
So shout out to the Jacksons. But when I met Mike, I was like, oh, it's Mike. Like it was like this is so long ago. Like social media didn't exist. No, it was just like it just happened, and it was like I ain't gonna lie. I think that's the only time I ever like fanned out. Somebody was like, cause I held my fella. It's Mike. I was like, yo, it was so brief.
Wait, what was y'all like when you met him?
Shout out my man Big Chuck. He's like family. I just call him Uncle Chuck, and he's like, you're going to speak to Mike. Like, all right. Big Chuck is like one of the world's biggest producers in the world. Like he works with some of everybody, right? So he worked with Michael Jackson a lot, and he's like, I want to speak to Mike, and I went and spoke. I was like, but I didn't know it was Mike. You know what I mean? I was just, it was crazy. It was brief, but it was dope.
Okay. Hey man, you got a pretty solid resume, man. From radio to TV to concerts, and that's pretty solid, man. So, is there anything else that you would like to dive into creatively that you haven't done yet?
Yeah, like I'm doing like right now. I got a documentary film about to drop. I got a goal to sell 100,000 units independent. I've never seen that done. I always just think of goals and set it and do it. And I'm bringing my TV show back, Raw TV. Looking to bring that back, the one I had on Fox. And I just stay doing shows. I just think of it and it happens.
There we go.
With shows, it's just I don't know what's next. Like right now, I'm in potential talks of doing like a Midwest invasion in Tacoma, Seattle, right? So like we trying to do Chief Keef, Twisted Do or Die, Crucial, Shawn and Mellow Bucks, Star Bands, DJ Ferris, like a straight Midwest invasion, right? So that's something I'm looking into, but I'm also looking into a Power 92 anniversary bash, where I want to do like Lupe, Tink, Jeremiah, Chance the Rapper, Twisted Do or Die, Crucial, like all Chicago. Shout out Ben One as well, and John Blue. But like, yeah, just all Chicago.
Hey, that's gonna be big,
so it's two different ideas brewing as we.
There we go.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. What advice could you give anybody that kind of want to follow after your footsteps, man?
Man, just stay humble as possible. Like, never let it switch you up, because as quick as God give it, He could take it.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, you see the gas prices. So, I mean, anything is possible. Anything can happen at any given moment.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned with this. You never take anything for granted. So my advice to anybody is just be yourself, stay humble, be respectful, be polite, put out the dopest energy, because again, nobody owes you anything.
Absolutely.
A lot of people feel entitled, or nobody owes you anything.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, that's some good advice, man, for real. That's some good advice. What advice would you give your younger self?
Man, if I could do it over, I probably would focus more on like health, working out a lot.
Major.
Probably stuck with sports more, because I don't know. If I could do it over, I probably would be a bodybuilder. Something. I don't know.
Dang. That's major, bro. That's major. What do you see yourself in 10 years, man?
Hopefully healthy and alive. First off, because without health, you're nothing.
Nothing, bro.
It don't matter how rich you are, none of that. Like, if you're not healthy in a good space, you're like, it don't matter.
Nothing else matters.
So, 10 years, hopefully, I just opened a restaurant, Chubby's Hot Chicken, 7441 Madison, downtown Forest Park, Illinois. So, hopefully, it's franchisable by then. We got several locations, busing, or something like that.
There we go. There we go. Man, and it's funny you mentioned that, bro, because that was literally my next question, bro. So could you tell us a little bit about about this restaurant?
Oh, food's
challenge project?
incredible. It already has an organic following.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made me dive into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I will be there as a customer and I'm just watching, like it's packed. I'm like, wow, it's crazy. So
Yeah,
when the opportunity came up to get involved, I got involved.
there we go.
It was a no-brainer. You know, like some people do restaurants and they gotta figure out a way to like bring the community, raise awareness that they exist in that area.
Yeah.
That joint is on autopilot. You don't even gotta do all that.
So it's natural.
Yeah,
There
it's
we
crazy,
go.
and it's super diverse.
Yeah.
Super
That's what's
diverse.
up, man. What kind of food? What kind of food you got there?
Got the chicken sandwiches, the burgers, the fireflies. Like we got like fries with like grilled chicken on it. It's just crazy. You just gotta see, man. You gotta see it. It's crazy.
Man, you're making me hungry right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to check that one out. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Hey, man. First of all, congratulations to all your accomplishments, man.
Oh, thank you.
Real life, like you accomplished a lot in one lifetime, and on the outside looking in, I can only assume when people see you, they look at you as a successful man. You know what I'm saying? But how do you define your success?
I think we're all still just going hard to get to the next level. None of us are where we want to be.
Yeah.
We're still. I don't like. For example, Vince McMahon is a billionaire, right? But he's still chasing another goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
you're already a billionaire, so it's like I don't know what that be about, but like I think I'm extremely grateful and happy about everything I'm doing and what I've accomplished, but I know I still got more work to do.
Absolutely, man.
So
Absolutely. Hey, man. Well, thank you, bro.
no, thank you guys. This has been an honor,
Absolutely.
privilege, and a pleasure, and I do want to tell everybody to still get their gas in Indiana.
Without a doubt. I feel like they always had cheap gas
Right.
in Indiana, man.
Super cheap.
Is there anything else you would like to share to the people, man?
Man, just love, live life.
There we go.
Because tomorrow's never promised.
There we go, man. There we go. Hey, you got amazing energy, brother.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. Well, tell everybody where we can find you at, man.
Oh, if you feel like it, RawTVradio on Instagram. If not, I still love you. Facebook is Seandale Maurice Hunley. And IG is RawTVradio.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I told y'all we had an exclusive interview, man.
Did he?
So, absolutely, man. And if y'all want to follow up with us, you can find us at the Chicago View Show on all streaming platforms.
Nice.
For me specifically, you can find me on IG at Rockstar P. Until next time, peace.